Hi, you. How you doing? It's Candice, Sister Minbow from Happy Catastrophe, and it's a very, very cold day. It's been so cold in here. We haven't had any snow. There hasn't been enough precipitation, but it's just cold. So that's fine. I can bundle up. I have the propane gas fireplace. I have Jack over there. He's fun to cuddle with. We are all good, and I hope you're good too. Today I have a new book to show you. I got this a bit ago. For some reason, it came available on Amazon for a brief moment before it was actually supposed to be available, and then it kind of disappeared again. And I just happened to be on Amazon and was like, oh, hey, I've been wanting to check that out, and purchased it. I just haven't had a chance to flip it for you. So I can't tell you what Mythogothica is. For some reason, I was under the impression it was Mythogoria and Mythographic combined. So slightly spooky mythographic, not as gory as a Mythogoria, but with some scary stuff added in. It's not. It's its own, it appears to be its own series. It's not the same shape as a mythographic. Mythographics are square, and this is a good, gosh, that's probably 12 inches by 9. It's like a 9 by 12. So it's definitely tall and is sort of the same size as like a Coloring Heaven, probably. I hear there was one that was a storybook type one that was released at the end of last year, but a lot of people didn't get it because they weren't that interested in it, and I haven't seen it. But this one is Rose and Stone, a romantasy coloring book. Okay, again, romantasy. And it's Fabiana Attanasio, who is kind of cool that she's in this new series, which means she's very busy. But when I saw her combined with romantasy, I was like, oh, we've seen so much of this from Fabiana, and I really I didn't think I'd like it. But it's a new series from the same publisher, the same people, for some reason a different format, a different size. It's Castle Point Books, and I thought, I gotta try it. So I tried it, and oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did. This one is gorgeous. So let's look at it. Let's look at it together. The cover, of course, has got that typical mythographic, beautiful colors with the blue backgrounds and the shimmery stuff on here. And I paid $20, so it was not cheap. It was expensive, and I did it because I wanted to show it to you. And I figured I'd return it, if I didn't like it, I'd just return it. But no, it's really good. The paper is not as thick as the most recent Mythographics. Mythographics seems to have gone back to their thicker style of paper. It's more like a Mythogoria, but maybe a teeny bit thicker than Mythogoria. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to bring you in a bit because you have got to see these. Whoops. You have got to see. I got a shadow. Sorry, guys. There's a shadow. Let me turn some more light on. I am filming during the day, which I don't normally do. Look at these. Look at his face. It's so intense. I mean, I saw this as the very first page, and I'm like, wow, that is powerful. And I want it. Yes. Mothman. And it's at night. And look, there's a giant mushroom house. They must be little tiny. Yeah, because these are moths. I think they're little tiny. Jack, go lay down, honey. He gets up and wanders around because I'm on here with you. He doesn't do it all day. This is cool. This reminds me of like a Joseph Kattenbang type style with the keyhole. Again, could be small. Jack, lay down. He is now just being obnoxious because he wants to be part of the video. Roses in the foreground, roses in the background, and he's holding up a torch. So there's some nice light sourcing. Maybe that's why I have shadows. I forgot to turn on the overhead light. So there's this one. There's this one. I love this. These are two female presenting people who are together in an embrace, and I just think it's gorgeous. And look, their hair goes up and entwines, and it's a book that's upside down opening, almost like they're either going into the book as a fairy tale or they're coming out of the book, probably going in. And they're smiling. It's just so beautiful. And look at these flowers with candles in them. I don't think we've seen that before. It seems like a no-brainer in these romantic type books, but we've never seen them really. I don't remember a page that has flowers with candles. I love this one. I can see a whole story with this one. Now this appears to be in water. Her hair's floating, there's fish, but she's got feathers. She's got wings, so she's come down to the water where this guy seems to have been trapped in a crystal and put down into the water. Looks like she's coming possibly to save him, but he's a little annoyed. I want to make a story about these two, you know, friends to lovers type story. And I love the guppy fish. I think they're the coolest fish ever to color. So this one is cool. Again, when the main creature is a bird, it's usually not my thing, but this is cool. The bird is holding on to a scroll, and there's some feathers flying. I think I would make this into a raven. It kind of looks like a raven, or a hawk. Could be a hawk with its feathered legs. And it's got a little girl on the back. And look at how tense her face is. They're on a mission. It's like every one of these pages tells a story, and I dig it. I can get into it. There's stars in the sky, so this is at night, and they're on a mission. I love this one. It might be the first one I do. It's a water dragon, but the water that's coming down, it's just like, oh, so cool. And the bubbles, and then this kind of warrioress creature. Look at that. I believe those are just cliffs in the background, but you could make them anything. And look at that gorgeous dragon. Just the movement in this is so awesome. I think it's wonderful. Gorgeous page. Another whale in the sky, but this whale has dragon wings. Have you seen that before? Because I haven't. A whale with dragon wings. And I love this person. Looks like they're a magic holder, like they got some magic in their hands. And there is you know, like an astrological star sign here thing. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the word. And there's towers on top of crystals. Like, what's the story here? If anybody knows what this sign is, what that is, what that star shape is called. Constellation. What that constellation is called. And then the sky has got this kind of swirly, you could easily make this into like a galaxy sky or anything, sunset. But a flying whale with dragon wings is pretty cool. Pirates fighting. I love it. I totally go to Pirates of the Caribbean here. But this pirate, of course, is a sea pirate because look, his legs are octopus tentacles. Yep, octopus legs. His face looks pretty normal, but he's got octopus tentacles holding on to his swords, and he's got water around him, which must allow him to go up on land because they're in the clouds and there's some rain. And this pirate has bat wings or dragon wings. So yeah, it's epic battle. I love it. I think it's so fun. So far I've seen nothing that I wouldn't color. Like, I would color everything in here. She has the greatest face. She's very determined, and she's seen a lot of sorrow. She's a warrior, and there's skulls with crystals and kind of Raiders of the Lost Ark type thing. I think she's beautiful. I love her outfit. So dynamic. Okay. A woman with all this power coming out of her and these pillars and this giant bird with horns. It's very, very cool. Maybe she's little because those flowers are big, but those are pillars behind her. Maybe just the flowers are big. I mean, it's a magical page. So, so dynamic. I'd love to see this done by somebody before I try it. Okay, this one is really cool. It's a crown, and then the sky with kind of autumn-like leaves, oak leaves falling, and then lots and lots and lots of dragons. There's also some bones in here. The crown is made of antler and bone, and she has dragon wings, and he looks like a pretty normal type of dude. So neat. I can see this done so beautifully. Axic, I'd love to see you try this and make it just gorgeous. Annika. I love this, these two ladies. They're almost like sunlight and moonlight, because she's got light in her hand and there's sunflowers down here, and she's got flames on her cloak and like a sun crown, and she's got the moon and stars, and there's stars and moon up here and a moon flowers. I think that's really well done. Plus I have to go check on my birds real quick. Be right back. All right. I have a big hawk that has moved into the neighborhood, and he has stalked out all of the chickens in the valley. And he knows, he goes from farmstead to farmstead, and everyone's been seeing him. They've been trying to scare him off, him or her, probably a her, because she's so big. It's already gotten 3 of my hens, but my roosters tend to make a loud noise when they see her, so I can run out and scare her off. So that's what I'm doing right now. Otherwise, the chickens are locked in their run. They've been in there for days hoping, I was hoping the hawk would go and find someone else, but nope. She was here today. Jack will chase her off. Okay, back to Mythogothica. Look at this. Hands coming out of a window frame. Now, this is the first one I've seen that I probably won't color. It's just not that interesting to me. It's got beautiful sentiment. Love this. I haven't I love these pages, but I haven't yet colored them. Where someone's on top looking into something in the water. So she's on top in this world, and the deer, and like I've said before, I would have to turn it upside down to color it, but the deer is in the other world. Neat, huh? How do you guys tackle these sorts of pages? Do you make them like light and dark, or is this above water and below water? This doesn't necessarily have to be water, but it's beautiful. I love these Gothic arches. This one is neat. Jack's licking my coffee cup. Come on, Jack. Speaking bride again. We love Jack, but boy, does he like to insert himself into the videos. All right, this is a nice snowy scene. I thought about doing this one, but just not calling to me this month. It's a tree, and these two women lovers have frozen in place. It looks like, Jack, that's enough. All right, coffee cup goes away. I have to treat you like a baby. But look how clean that is. Put it right back in the cupboard. No. She's holding something that looks like it could have been giving light, and this one's reaching for it. But they turned into stone. I think they're stone. And they've been there a while because plants are growing on them, so pretty cool. Snow on the ground. This is gorgeous. Really fun with doing metals. And I think that's a cardinal or a blue jay, could be. Any of those. And some beautiful flowers and twisty wood. Like it a lot. This one is adorable. Look at her giving you that eye. She's like, I'm being carried away by my man. So I would assume she's hurt. And he's carrying her, and he's covered in tattoos. He's like sexy wolf man. And of course there's a full moon, so they're probably werewolves. And then the great fir pine trees and his tail. I just love this one where he's carrying her away. Aren't they cute? She is adorable. She's looking right at you, breaking the fourth wall. I don't mind it so much though because she's not scary. She's looking right at me. These two are gorgeous. A very gorgeous mermaid page. Oh my gosh. They've all got scales and fins and webbed fingers. I think that's cool when mermaids are drawn that way. Big long tails, and then the fish and stuff. The coral here has candles on it. I think that's just so neat. Does have the rings around them, which I always white out, but I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And why they have to put like a random starfish on their boobs, I don't know. We can handle the nips. We really can. We're adults. But putting a starfish on it doesn't make it any less sexy. It's going to be sexy no matter what you do. So just let's not have a silly starfish on their boobs. Okay? Okay. I think it's just, oh look, that's one of those fancy goldfish. Yeah, this is cool. It's got kelp, so it's like cold water. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, isn't this person, man or woman, absolutely magnificent? Look at those eyes. So cool. Horns ripping out of the cape. Either the horns are some armor or part of them. Sword, it's got the castle. It's just really cool. And then rocks flying apart. The sword's dripping, probably blood. It's probably blood. That is just full of power. Fantastic page. I love this one. I feel like we've seen something like this, but I'm not sure. I think the kitty is leaping up and she's riding it. You know, it's like, it's a story. There's flame balls falling on them, and there's these lanterns. There's a lot of opportunity for light sources. There's spider webs with spideys in them. It's almost like they're escaping, you know. We're like in the middle of a movie here, and she's a fairy. Wait, the cat's got the wings. Okay, she's just a little girl. The cat has the wings. Oh, that's cool. That kind of makes more sense. I think this is cool. I think this is really cool. And then the determination on her face just turns the whole page into a story. See how each one of these pages could be a story? I think that's maybe what Mythogothica is about, because the first one was stories. Beautiful. I love the curved horn on this unicorn. I know what these flowers are. They're, can't think of the name. Wait, we have them here in a specially protected swamp, and the swamp is named after them. They're very rare. And there is one patch of them in all of Oregon over along the coast, and it's protected. You can go see them. It's really neat. They're yellow. Okay, this is like one of those nightmare scenes where you're running on a wheel or something that never ends, and your nemesis has gotten huge, and he looks like he might be a vampire, And he's coming after you. It's like a nightmare scene. I like that. It's cool, isn't it? He's like, aha, I've got you. You cannot get away. And she has pointy ears. He does too. He's a vampire elf, or just a vampire. This is beautiful. Jess, I was thinking about you because I thought these were bees initially, but they're actually like lightning bugs. So she's got her eyes closed and she's conjuring something, and there's the castle in the background and all these light sources. You could have so much fun with that. And I just think she's beautiful. Her hair is cool. I like that it's shorter. I don't want to color her hair down to here, but it's intricate. Isn't that a neat page? I think that page is beautiful. This one's cool. It took me a long time to see it. Do you see it? I got it. See it yet? Okay, so these are two faces and what looks like possibly hands coming up. And this face, his eyes look like he's looking down and her eyes are closed, but they're made out of rock, or you could make it into crystal if you wanted to. And this side has water cascading down from ledges. It almost is like having hair. She has water. And he is built out of a tower and rock, so he's more land, and he's got this structure, and it's all kind of gone to ruin. I'm not sure what the tree is doing down here underneath this crystal crust, or this rock crust. I'd have to look at this longer. It almost looks like a hand reaching out. I'm sure you'd see more the longer you looked at it. It's an optical illusion. It's cool. This one took me a long time to figure out too. I think they're underground and like in a tomb, or except this rock is on top of that rock. I can't figure out how they go under the rocks, except that there's a distance, like the bird's looking down in, and they're in some sort of underground tomb that's been broken open. But then in some places, there isn't much distance between the rock and the ground. So I haven't figured this one out. I don't know what's going on here. But you know, he's got like skin peeling back, like maybe this is a mask or something, and there's something underneath, and she's got big claw marks. So there's some sort of story going on here, but I can't figure the picture out. Why is their bodies going this way when it looks like they're almost flush to the ground here? I don't know. This one is interesting, and I don't get it either. She's just standing on a balcony looking down very intently. She's very, very intent there. But looking down at what? It's just clouds and birds and tops of buildings. This would be one I wouldn't color. So there's probably 2 or 3. But that means it's a really good book. Because there's very rarely I'm going to see a book where I want to color every page. I mean, Lulu Mayo's House of Wonder is one, and there are some mythographics. There's Undead Academy. I'd like to color every page. There are some out there where I want to color every one. She's holding this dragon in her lap. It's so cute. And then the candles are floating, and there's this magical stuff, and again, a very intense looking face. That's beautiful. This one is cool. These usually don't, really appeal to me, but this one's interesting. The flowers are kind of coming apart with petals everywhere, and she's got keyholes down the back of her neck and down her back. And then there's all these keys flying around. That's an interesting story. We don't often see the back of the main character either, which is interesting. Yeah. I thought this one was cool, and I spent a long time looking at it. Like, is this Cupid? It looks like it could be Cupid, but he's kind of dark with these, bone wings. And is he shooting arrows at her? This arrow is held backwards. So is he catching the arrows that are being shot at her? He looks very resigned, like maybe he has to do this. And he's got a Cupid's bow. And then she looks like, you know, or is it an angel and a devil? Could be. But she almost looks like she's sleeping. But maybe she's not. Maybe she's dead. She's on a pile of clouds, and there's some flowers. I don't know. It's the look on the face that just gets me. You could make up a story, any kind of story about this. He's reluctantly had to shoot arrows at her. None of the arrows have hit her. Is he protecting her? I like it. Okay, this one you have to explain to me. What are these black arrows? I don't get this. These are bony skeleton hands holding a pocket watch that has broken. And they're snowflakes, which makes it kind of a snowy page with roses. But then there's just these random blacked out, but they're still see-through, like watch dials, watch hands, but they're not, they're an awkward placement, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't care for this page. I don't know what these are, why they almost look like they're just stuck on there. Maybe they're supposed to look like they're flying out. Maybe this watch had 3 hands, and then they're flying out of the watch, but they don't. This one doesn't make any sense, the direction it's going. Where did it come from? That must be what it's meant to be, but I don't think it's a very successful page for me. I love these kinds of pages where they're going into portals. Jack. So this is, hold on one second. Jack is doing his thing where he's just laying at the window barking at everything that happens. So a delivery truck went by out on the road and he's like, I'll bark at that. He's like, no, honey, stand down. So she's coming this way out of the portal. There is a mirror here. So here she is, but there's her back legs and there's her hand that's just down in the portal right here. Just, it's interesting, isn't it? And then all the mirrors. Well, the mirrors are the portals, I guess. And then beautiful lily-like flowers. It's kind of fun, magnolia flowers. It's kind of fun page. These are hard to color. They're difficult to figure out how to color, but they're fun. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the sexiest lion man you've ever seen. Look at the way he's standing. And it's almost, he's so nonchalant. He's so just, and looks like this fairy friend is giving him some intel. He's like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, right? But those aren't roses, and he's just, I don't know, he's just a beast creature because he's got a big furry tail. So he's just a beast creature, that's all. Not necessarily a lion creature. But how often do we don't get to see a male physique very often in these coloring books. So I'm kind of actually excited to color him, especially because this is fur. So really interested. Another one with hands coming out of nowhere to hold something in between them. This one to me is a little more interesting because of the planets and the stars and stuff, but we just see this motif a lot now. When it first started showing up, it was so cool, but now it's like, oh, I've seen it. This I have not seen. Typical Fabiana swoopy stuff, but I think it means it's magic. She's magic holder. And look at her mask. That's wicked. That's a cool mask. And she's got bats. And you could say she's fighting the bats, or you could say the bats are helping her. There's snow. This is Japanese. She's got a nod to the Japanese armor, and there's bamboo. So it's like a snowy Japan day. It's some sort of a temple or shrine, and she's fighting. She's like a female samurai. It's very cool. I actually really, really love this page. Okay, Chris, I thought of you when I saw this page. I mean, you need this book just for this page. Is that not the best Gorgon you've ever seen? Medusa, whatever. She's got snake fangs. What? That is intense. And she's just, look how intently she is looking at him. Oh my God. This page is so cool. When I'm ready to color a bazillion snakes again, I want to do this page. There's the petals of the flowers and her hair. It's just so cool. And he, you know, you could make him that he's not looking at her. I think you have to look at them to turn into stone, right? The Gorgons. So he's not looking at her, so it's possible he's alive. And they have this petal in between their mouths, like breath. It's just, it's possible he's still alive and he's going to kiss her, but he has to keep his eyes closed. I don't know. And her eyes are so wide open and intense. This is just a way cool page. Yes, this is definitely on my radar to color. I just am not ready to do that many snakes again. This one's cool. She's up in a balloon, but the balloons, there's also a lot of jellyfish around, and all of the jellyfish, their tentacles are lightning, and she's got lightning coming out of her hands. So this is really neat. It's a little bit steampunky, and then it's magic, and it's fantasy. It's just a really, really neat page. You could have so much fun with all of this lightning. There's so much lightning in it that I definitely wanted to make the page very dark and the lightning very, very neon or somehow. These two are like walking into love, and I like to think they're either ghosts or this is a dystopian type era, because these are gravestones and there's like little flame balls everywhere. And she looks a little odd, but there's like, maybe they're on a different planet. There's, you know, maybe a meteor hit. I don't know. Make up whatever story you will. Okay. A dragon busting out of a magic bottle. So the bottle's been broken. All this like genie smoke has come out, and here comes a horned dragon. You know, from another dimension or something. There's some herbs in the bottle. It's very cool. The dragon has been released. I really like this one, and I will color this one. This one will be so much fun. Again, another story. Look at her. She's masked. She's, you know, she's dressed like a spy or an intruder, and she's in here with Hamlet's father's skull, and there's books, but there's a tree. It's like she's on a quest to get this skull, to learn more. It's very cool. It's like she's robbing an ancient library or something. Another type of Raiders of the Lost Ark thing, like trying to find artifacts. Okay, this kitty is so pretty. It's like a kitty / dragon. Like, look at the braided tines of these, you know, boning of these leaves, and the wings, and the wings have holes in them, and he's got feathers, and his eyes are so cool. Look at, there's like lightning in his eyes. This is a really cool creature, kind of hanging on to this book. And then down here is like the sun in a bottle. So it could be a potion. And then an athame, part of the what's needed with this spell book to create a magic spell, and he's the guardian of it. I just think this page is really neat. Even though it has books, I'd color this page. Okay. Another hunka beast. It's even more suggestive because these are pomegranates. So, and the pomegranates, I love to color pomegranates, so I'm really excited about this page for them, as well as for Hunka Man. The pomegranates have jewels in them, which is very cool. And then there's the coins. You know, he's dressed like a pirate. So if you do the pirate month, which is August, right? This would be a good pirate. Now, he's been injured, and that eye looks like it might be blind. It's lighter than this eye, so that's a really cool added affect, added little detail. I love that the pomegranates are held close together like a bag of gold. And yeah, it's very sexy, very inviting, very fun. Really fun page. He'd be a lot of fun to color with the beard and the hair. What color hair would you give him? Beautiful, beautiful. She's surrounded by phoenixes. She is a phoenix. She's got feathers herself. It's like she's got her fingers are feathers, which I think is fantastic. I'd like to see more of that. That's cool. And it's like she's being reborn herself, full of magic. This is a fantastically drawn page. I mean, Fabiana really, this is one of her best pages, I think. That's a lot to draw, and it's drawn so well. And this bird's carrying a necklace of sorts. But the bird also has some ornamentary to it. We could make all kinds of stories up about that page. Ooh. A nod to dragon spell, do you think? To Joseph's dragon spell? Look at a big dragon eye, a little lady, huge daggers, and then it's nighttime. So you could have a lot of fun with that eye. You could have a lot of fun, but drive yourself crazy doing all this metal, these metal daggers, but it would be good. And then there's coins. It's like this is the cash that the dragon is guarding, and this woman with her gorgeous curly hair has stumbled into it. I believe this is the last page. Nope. I love anything with fish in it, so this one is pretty awesome to me. She's got like a crescent moon that's pointed up and a crescent moon that's pointed down. And she's beautiful with her beautiful hair and her elven ears. She's dancing in what could be galaxy or could be what I think water. She's dancing above the water, and the water's going up. And the fish are all safe because they're in Bubbles' water. There's goldfish and bettas and carp. It's just really neat, I think. And yes, one I would definitely color. You could this would be so fun if it was all galaxy colored, or if it was colored realistically. Anyway, this page would be gorgeous. It's another well-drawn page. This one took me a bit to see. There's two lover sprites in the fire. I love it. It's like the house has been completely abandoned, the castle or whatever, the manor. But in the fire, there's these two fire sprites that are still having their best life. I think it's pretty neat. And that's the last page. So what do you think? I think this book is really, really good. My personal opinion is. And I'm so glad I have it in my collection because I will color a lot out of this one. And it surprises me. Fabiana, to me, had gotten kind of stale. She seemed like all of her stuff was kind of the same. And then here she comes out with some really cool stuff. I mean, these pages are beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to do that. Yeah, they're so full of action. You know, they're not just two lovers two star-crossed lovers in an embrace. They're actually, there's a lot of action in here. There's a lot of adventurism. A lot of very different posing and subject matter. And just, I mean, that is so dynamic. It's just so, wow. There's so much movement happening in every single page. Oh, wow, that's cool. I'd forgotten about that one. Oh, yeah, that one too. And it's not just forbidden love. There's a touch of naughtiness and sexiness to a lot of these pages. So that's actually fun. I mean, we're adults. Sex happens, right? For some of us. This is just gorgeous. And it's part of life. So there's reasons to be scared, reasons to be intrigued, reason to be attracted. This one is so much fun. There's all kinds of stuff in here that is just, so many adventures of really strong people, especially women. Love that one. It's just really, really cool. And then it begins, the whole thing begins with that. One of the strongest pictures in here. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic book. Highly recommend. And you can get it on Amazon now. Okay, you guys have a great evening. Thanks for being here with me, putting up with Jack and the hawk outside. I have to go check one more time for the hawk. And then I'm going to settle down and color. So I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.